we went bouncing down the hill. No, not really. But here's what happened. Hi, I'm Tammy with TNT Grace and Grit. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There's the grit. My loving husband, Johnny. He's always with us on our lives. We hardly ever get to actually schedule a live, but I will tell you that they are usually on Mondays and Thursdays, and usually somewhere between 11:30 and 1 during the day. So that's about all I can tell you about that. It's kind of hard to schedule. He is a truck driver, so it is what it is. So, but anyway, today I have a TEMU haul and a little story. So let's get started. If you watched our live on Thursday last week, Johnny drives a Cadillac Escalade. And anybody who has a Cadillac or anything that has that kind of name on it, you know, when you call them up and say, hey, I need a part, I drive a whatever year Escalade or Cadillac, they start going, oh, well, hello, ching, 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 ching. Yes, we definitely want to talk to you. I mean, that price goes boom. But we have found out that there's another vehicle, and I can't remember what it is. Johnny knows what it is, and he's not here with me. It's a truck model that this, I think all parts or most parts will fit our Cadillac Escalade. But most of the time, you know, that don't get done. Alright, I can finish that story here in a minute. First item is 6 foot long. This is 6'6", 78 inches data cable. Fast charging. This one is gray, and what I like about this is you can plug your phone into it this way instead of having it plugged in this way and then your cord bending so they fray. I love this so much. So this one is mine. I have another one. It's purple. Johnny loves purple. Don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. So this is his purple one. I love how these are made. I have tape wrapped around the one that I have on my phone now to keep, because that's all of my cords are ruined by that, because my bed on my bedside, my desk is right here, and I have a power strip, and then all the USB ports are at the top. So I have my phone my phone cord plugged into that, so that when it comes over and plugs into my phone, of course that cord turns, and so you're holding, say, this box of chocolate raisinets, which I love. Thank you, Tata, for buying these for me. Kay at Real Time Halls. So your cord's plugged into here, but when you're on your phone, that cord bends, and I run every single cord that I have gets ruined because the wires start fraying out from where it's turned. So with this, done like that, you don't have to worry about that. So thank you for whoever finally came up with this idea. You're a genius. Yes, you are. All right. So on the live, he goes in to get the part, and I'm like, and I mentioned on my live, you know how it is when you order, you go and you say Cadillac, they're like, oh, hi, come on in. We want to talk to you. So he comes out, and I'm like, how much was it? And he said yes, and I'm like, and it was a stabilizer arm. I don't know what that does. It goes something on the wheel or something, and yeah, that's exactly what I don't know. And they had to take the wheel off to put it on, so, but I don't know. But anyway, he's like, yes. I'm like, $79. It's $39. I was like, well, it may be this long of a pin, and then it's got 2 round ends on it. It's heavy. It's of course metal. And it's got 2 like rubber ends on it, like stabilizes your tire. I guess I don't know. You can look it up if you want. I really don't know. As long as he keeps me safe, so that's all that matters. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to put it on. So whatever. So I'm like, okay, 39. We can do that. So he comes out today to put it on, and he's trying to get the lug nuts loose. So he's trying to whatever, it won't turn. So he gets on it, and he stands and he jumps on it. What made him think he was 21 again is beyond me. So he's jumping on this thing, and it comes loose, and it comes loose. He hits his bazooka on the ground. I was not outside to see this because it would have scared me, but I am that one that's going to be laughing the whole time. I'm like, are you okay? Can you get up? Are you hurt? Is it just me? Am I terrible? I can't help it. I'm just that person. But I'm happy to report he is fine. He didn't hurt his back, which the only thing really that scares me because he did have surgery back in 2000 on his back. So that's when he falls or whatever, which he's not like me. He don't trip and fall like I do. I've never been a klutz, but it's like in the last couple of years, I've got to where I have dizzy spells and fall. And most of the women on my mom's side of the family, my mother did it, my Aunt Thelma did it, their mother did it, and nobody ever really knew what it was. They try to say because we all have the twisted spine, and my mom's spine looked like a snake. My son John's spine looks like everybody's got bad backs, but the twisting, of course, keeps you where you're not very stable. I don't think I've ever had my back x-rayed, and I remember when they used to come to the school and have us to bend over and check our spine, and I never got that letter sent home so there's anything wrong with mine, so I guess it's okay. I don't know. But, that will, of course, keep you from being stable. So, I don't know. But, my main thing is, I am legally blind in this eye. I have 20/40 vision in my right eye and in my left eye. The last time I had it checked was many years ago. It was 20/240. So, they actually pronounced me legally blind in my left eye. It's not telling what it is now because when I cover it up, I can see. I lied to you. It's the other way around. This side I have 20/20. This side I have 20/240. So I can cover this up and I can see near perfect. I cover up this and I can only see actually outlines and shapes. I can tell you like where the door is at and the windows are at because of the light. But my vision is so bad, especially looking down and peripheral, that I will stumble over something in the floor or next to me. You can't see my hand doing this all the time. So, yeah, that's kind of scary. But how did I get off on that when I'm supposed to be doing a haul? I'm sorry. Anyway, next item. Yesterday, or not yesterday. It was yesterday, but to you it's not going to be. It's in the Thursday live haul. But anyway, I showed a baby blanket with Elijah on it. That's going to be my great nephew born in December. Right? Great, yes. So I showed a blanket and I showed little booties, and both of those had bears on them. And these are little hand, I'm not going to take them out. I know there's brown, tan, and white pair of little hand covers that newborns wear so they don't scratch their faces up. But, I mean, I'm sure she'll wash them before, of course, she puts them on him, but I'm not going to open it. This, I have been seeing this roll through my feed over and over. So finally I bit. So I didn't tell you prices, but I will, when I edit this, I'll pop in prices. Same on this. So these are supposed to be like some kind of metal. So you can clean off like your bottom of your pans where you get, you know, where they get little brown dark marks on them, whatever. So it wasn't much. I got 3. It wasn't much. I don't really remember, but like I said, I'll pop the price up and I'll put my links for the items that I've showed you. And then I will also, hopefully before this video comes out, at least be able to put in here whether it was a good item or not. I don't know, but I will find out. Alright, this shirt. Get this hair off my bangs off my forehead. Driving me nuts. They just trend them, so now they're not wanting to do anything. Mind of their own. As soon as I saw this shirt, I knew I had to have it. If you watch me, you know that I fight depression and I am on medication for it. I've been doing a lot better. This says, it's a frog, even baddies have saddies. Isn't that cute? I love the pink. It comes in all kinds of colors. I love frogs. I love this wearing a cowboy hat, cowboy boots. I love everything about it. Even baddies get saddies. That's heck. Even baddies get saddies. I just think it's adorable. And it don't stink. Of course, I will wash it before I wear it. But that is adorable. I absolutely love it. Yes, I do. If you happen to see this back here in the background, I was gifted this by a wonderful friend who wants to remain anonymous, and I respect that. It is a glass wine bottle, and it says on it, gotta turn up the light probably to read it. Great friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are there, always there. It came with the lights that are on the cork that you turn off and on, little fairy lights. It also came with a real cork made out of cork that you could put in here as well. So this mirror Johnny got me years ago when I was constantly selling AVON all the time so that I could show my products on AVON. But she also sent me this wine bottle. I want to pull it out and show you what it is, but I actually kind of, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's wine. And then I'm like, okay, I don't hear any wine in there. So, and I saw this on here. I'm like, okay, that reminds me of an umbrella. It's weird. Huh. Then I did this. It's an umbrella in a wine bottle. How amazingly cool is that? You can carry this in your purse. when it gets wet, you can put it back in that bottle to keep your purse from getting wet. Come on. And then when you get home or somewhere where you can open it up and let it dry out, you know, of course you don't want it to stay in there wet because it will probably mold or mildew. And I don't believe in the bad luck thing of opening an umbrella in the house. But this thing is huge. And I can't even get it all on camera. It is made very well. It has the handle with it, of course. I mean the wrist thing on it. I love this. She will be watching this. You know who you are. Thank you so much. This is amazing. You know, it's amazing. I wish I had this kind of brain to come up with ideas like this. It's funny because years ago, when I had the twins were born and they were babies, and you had to go check their diapers because you smell something. Are you dirty? And sometimes you got to take that diaper all the way off to find out, and then you can't put it back on. Well, this is, they were born in 1986, so, you know, those kind of era times. And at that time, I was like, man, I wish they made diapers with Velcro on them. That would be great. We could just undo the Velcro. If they're still clean or whatever, you just Velcro it back. And it was just a thought. I even said something about it to a couple of my friends and to my then husband, their daddy. And everybody's like, yeah, that would be a great idea. Yeah. A few years later, they came out with Velcro diapers. I had that idea. Oh, well, is what it is. But I wish that I didn't know anything about, you know, how to contact somebody. And then I came up with an idea one year. I was putting out Christmas lights. And I ended up with my Christmas lights being mail-in to mail-in. And at that time, they didn't have any kind of connectors for that. And I actually sent away for an inventor's kit and drew my picture and did all that, sent it in, and then I called them and never really got anything out of it. And don't you know, a few years later, that idea came out. You can now buy those connectors. I did not know about getting anything patented or any of that. I know now, but I haven't had any great ideas since then. And if I did, I'd probably just let them go because I was like, whatever. But I love both of these. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you so much for thinking of me when I needed it most. And the thing is that she ordered both of these before she knew I was going to go through a bad time. And it came pretty much I think it came the day after. So you talk about God works in mysterious ways. He does. God knows. He orchestrates everything perfectly. He knows. Alright, that is all I have for this haul. And yeah. I don't think I have any bloopers for the end of this one. But boy, the one I did for Monday's Mercies. It's got some wild ones, so. But anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you from the very bottom of my pea-picking heart. Remember to always be beautiful. Bye for now.